Previously on the studio secretary murder. Another tire iron, it seems, right?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Yep, that's a smashed face.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol. Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
I was kissing her.
Oh,
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No, I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
a book.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about
Never
her was
started.
to drink.
And I thought Shelley was highbrow.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor. Jesus, look at that name.
Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual.
Tiernan! LAPD! What's your
Okay.
name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind
Oh.
if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective.
Oh,
What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers?
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
11 King, enter out.
And now, back to the case. Central Police Station, 1:12 p.m. Sorry. Oh, I think he's fine.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
Carruthers.
it'll never stick, and you'll get...
Or you just cracked.
A new letter?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases,
No,
which I don't
no.
want aired outside of this room.
Evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
Of course.
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Freaking alley. That friend of Jameson's would totally have easy
Got
access.
our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Easy access to corpses.
Ways
and,
putting recording devices into the place for him.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Oh, Jesus, Rusty.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
1247. 1247. Write that
How
down.
can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6,
Uh-huh.
126 Yale Street, between
Yale
Ord and
Street,
Alpine.
of course.
Thank you.
Well, guess we're going to Yale. They would love me there.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Well, I don't support that. I guess I have morals, yes. Innocent people shouldn't pay for crimes they did not commit, even if the evidence fits, you know? Unless it's like, you know, solid, guaranteed, open and shut. And then, you know, they shouldn't be in jail. But then that would cause a little, you know, inconsistencies or, you know, yeah, whatever. We're here. McCaffrey's apartment, 4:37 p.m. Jesus. We spent like 3 hours at the police station? It was like 1 something, wasn't it?
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Yes, we knew that. But a nice little refresher, I would imagine. Oh, 6. Golden door handle.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Oh my god. Banana. He doesn't have trash to put those peels in? This guy is a psychopath. Well, there's blood, but this looks like it's the second half of the note. Take long before you heat it. And you can come home. I have put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy. And you can come and go as you please. I will care for you and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you. But I pray that it does, and that you consider what I've said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door and the rift between us, will be mended. With love and understanding.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body.
Your
At the very
mother,
least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Augusta Summers. Oh, is this more Aristotle?
Probably nothing.
Fundamentals of critical theory. Anyway, this bloody freaking tire iron. Ooh, ooh. From Rawlings
He said he was
Bowling
at home.
Alley.
He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
What do you
lady,
think?
we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Oh. Up here?
Solve that big case.
Roof access. That's where you would keep pigeon coops. And there were pigeons in, like, the last case, too.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
My God. So many stairs. I couldn't be it as a cop. Freaking. My God.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Don't you dare jump that fence. I swear to God, if you jump that fence, I'll be pissed. Good, see? Yeah.
There he is, officer!
Yes, I know. Thank you for the help.
He looks dangerous!
Oh, you jumped this fence. How dare you? Now I'm pissed. Uh-oh, you're running
Give
out
it
of
up,
stamina.
LAPD!
Jesus Christ. Why are you so fast? I'm right here.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. Something
We need to
happened
get
there.
downtown and wrap this thing up. It's gotta be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you?
No.
Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just
What
work the
happens if we
case
go
in hand, shall
to the
we?
top?
Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together in a new game.
I'll hold you to that.
KGPL to any unit.
Oh,
Citizen reports
come
suspicious
on.
activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for further for any Central unit. KGPL to any unit. A citizen reports suspicious activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for further for any Central unit.
Car 11K, go ahead with the further.
Car 11K, citizen reports suspicious activity at 111 South Alameda. 2 male GTA suspects spotted with a delivery truck
GTA?
believed to be stolen. 11K, handle code 3.
Canned fish. Hey, wait a minute.
LAPD, stop what you're doing.
Ah, shit.
It's that guy. Adrian.
Up for some
friend.
of the rough stuff, are you?
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Oh my God, he's dead.
Phelps, leave him be.
Fucking what's his name? Frank Morgan. Frank Morgan. It looks like the same guy. Okay. Freaking you make me run towards the car, but don't just automatically make me get in it. Oh my god. Who put a bunch of gravel on the road? Ah, who's blocking the road like this, man? What the hell? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Frank. Calm down. I'm sorry, officer. These people, can you say that, Cole? Jesus. Frank, this is not good for you. Oh, good job, Rusty. Frank.
Give it up, LAPD.
Frank Morgan?
I was right.
Yeah. Look, it was Harry's idea to boost the truck full of fishes, not mine. I was in the bar late talking, and we...
Save it. You two idiots can say hello to Adrian for me.
Oh, god damn it.
You're getting arrested again. This time you're staying in jail. Just another day on the job. And this time we didn't have to viciously murder someone because of my incompetence. Ladalia has nothing on me. What's my body count so far? It's gotta be at least 20. Dare I say maybe 40. Could even be 50. Central Police Station, 7:39 p.m.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right.
Unfortunate
I'll deal
aberration.
with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
He was gone. Is he a ghost? Has the drink gotten to me? I probably will fail, most likely.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Leaning in, freaking fingers crossed, all like that.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
I mean, that's a lie. There was the letter.
You're lying, McCaffrey.
Which
you were out at the
him.
rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Porn letter. And McCaffrey. But the tire iron was in his apartment. Now, I think this is more solid. I mean, it's a murder weapon, but
How about half of Augusta
Yes.
Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Okay, I'll be back, I guess. That's it for now.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Okay, Darren, what do you have to say for yourself? Why did you run?
Why did you run?
That's exactly what I said.
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Pawned rings, no. He's obviously lying. That wouldn't make sense. Movie ticket, no. Freaking me, no. McCaffrey testifies to seeing a victim enter a hotel with Tiernan on night of murder. That's pretty good.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Do you just naturally take a girl to your hotel room or something that you don't know?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
That's very stone face. He's kind of blinking. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really elaborate. I don't know.
You hate McCaffrey. You're trying to frame him for this.
You've got the wrong guy. How can you prove that?
Oh, you're right, I can't.
Looks like I was mistaken.
I don't know. I feel like since he didn't elaborate, past times when they didn't elaborate, but still had kind of like a stone face, it was doubt or bad cop or whatever. I'll do bad cop.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, see, now you're kind of like looking around. Could be doubt. There's nothing known. After an argument for a boy. And it seems like freaking McCaffrey doesn't want anything to do with her, so I think it might be you, so lie.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
After an argument? After a fight?
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me.
Oh.
She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Looking all over, face moving.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different.
Okay, so I'm trying to prove that he planted the lug wrench, this tire iron. There's nothing to prove that.
You don't ask, you never find out.
It would be doubt then, I'm guessing.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I
sweating.
think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
I can kind of believe that. Not
Evelyn
going to
was
charge
missing a
him.
ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I need a drink.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn...
Excuse me. Okay, McCaffrey. I guess I got a new question. Access to tire iron?
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Well, I mean, it's in your apartment. And we have the accusation that he wanted to put her out of her misery, so...
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Well, yeah, freaking Tiernan. Accusation, yes.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Now I gotta speak to Tiernan. And I can call someone. Excuse me, Rusty. Jesus, don't phase through me.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through
Yeah,
now.
what's my badge number?
Phelps, 1247.
1247. Okay. 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I
I'll
need
get
the
one of these
jacket on a
days.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad.
The Red Squad. They have
Discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman.
assault.
Beat the woman to death.
Almost.
Thanks,
beat
ma'am.
The woman to death.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go, it's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
You could almost imagine his heart sinking there. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, that was it. I do like how it's kind of like now you're going back and forth between these two. Unlike some other cases where it was interview and then If you got him right, it would be accuse whoever you feel is right. Anyway, sorry.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
Well, you know, we got his accusation.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
McCaffrey's accusing.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
That bum
Wait here.
swipe at me, I put him down with my sack.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like that. He still seems really torn up about it, unlike this guy.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
No, you have.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
With your criminal record that details an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
I mean, he shows no remorse. So, I mean...
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse.
Exactly.
And neither will the grand jury.
That's what I said.
You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
N? Okay. Jeez, it's a little long. Ignore all the damages. Still 5 stars. All questions correct. All clues found. We're back on track. You know, Grosvenor McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. Well, I was sweating under the collar there. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, you beautiful bastards. And I will see you in the next case. Bye-bye for now. Toodaloo. Good day to you, sir. Yes.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and Infilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes!
I'm in charge here, Sergeant!
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!